Welcome to Lightboard Learning, where we break down coaching principles. Now for today, I want to show you through an example how structural balance testing may influence your program designs. And now I have a client avatar and 1 day of program design based on a back squat and a deadlift ratio for this client. Now let's call her a 130-pound female with a back squat 1 rep maximum of 200 pounds and a deadlift 1 rep maximum of 200 pounds. And what this shows is a bit of an imbalance in what we're looking for in structural balance between a squatting and a bending pattern. Now, these two numbers are equal, and in an ideal world, her back squat would be, or her deadlift would be 125% of her back squat. So we'd see, I think it'd be 250 pounds on that deadlift that we want her to have. So what we're going to target in her program design is that bending movement pattern. And now this workout day that I have written up, this may be her priority day for the week. So she comes off the weekend, she's feeling really fresh and rested. I'm going to have her work on this day first while she's still ready to go and has lots of energy to put into her training. So I'm going to walk you through A down to C of her resistance training or OPEX gain training to target that bend movement pattern and try to bring up that strength on her deadlift relative to her back squat. So up the top, we have a Romanian deadlift at a 3-0-XO tempo. That's 3 seconds lowering and explosive intent on the way up. And she's going to do 5 to 6 reps of that for 3 sets. So really looking for a strength endurance dose response there. And she is strong enough relative to her body weight to be able to express that effectively. Now B1 and B2, we have a superset here, so going back and forth between both exercises of a staggered stance good morning, so again a bending movement pattern, performed at a 3-0-XO tempo, 3 down, explosive up, 8 to 10 reps for 3 sets. And that is being superset with a dumbbell prone row. So now we're looking at a horizontal pulling exercise. And this may be helpful for her deadlift. And I know this based on assessments with this client that she is also weak in her horizontal pulling. And that is one of the factors that influences and limits her deadlift strength. So we are looking to improve that pulling strength for her as well. So back and forth for 3 sets of our good morning and our dumbbell prone row. And then finally, we're going to finish it off with a little bit more accessory with some isometric holds. We have 2 sets of a 60-second Sorensen hold, so like holding that top position on a glute ham extension, and then supersetting that with a ring plank for some core. So again, a bending and a core movement pattern. And what you'll see throughout this day is that there's a huge priority put on that bending, on her glutes and her hamstrings to really try to increase that deadlift strength and reach structural balance between her squatting and her bending patterns. Now I hope this was helpful, and please leave me any comments if you have any questions.